This is a warning. The Grim Reaper of radio, Bob Romanik, with his off-the-record show is about to air. He's probably the nastiest and craziest son of a bitch that you've ever had the misfortune to encounter. The Grim Reaper show will be very controversial and probably quite tasteless. If you are even slightly offended by controversial matter concerning religion, racial matters, politics, or life's problems, you are hereby warned to turn this program off immediately. The Grim Reaper show will be, like his face, very scary and very ugly. At this time, not proudly, but shamefully presents to you Bob Romanik, the craziest son of a bitch on the radio today.
This is Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM. Insane broadcasting, America's bi-state voice of freedom, your guardian of the First Amendment. You hear me? The guardian of your First Amendment, not my First Amendment, but our First Amendment. Radical radio, or as they say, I don't know why. And we are, as always, very, very, very proud to be the Patriot. Yeah, I don't know why. Some bitches say we're radical here. No, we're Americans here. We're Americans exercising our First Amendment right. You notice how these asswipe bastards, both them, I'm tired of all this political crap, Democrat, Republican, they all kiss my ass. But do you notice? You notice the Democrats, you notice the Republicans, and I'm an equal opportunity political hater. I hate politicians on both sides. Now, I love public servants on either side, but I hate politicians on both sides. There's no difference between an asswipe Republican politician, a son of a bitch that does for him and his people, his family, not his community. No difference to him than a Democratic asswipe, no-count, political, parasitical punk politician. Democrat, they're both the same. They both stink like crap. Lousy, lying son of a bitches. I'm tired. People, I know you get tired. You can't even watch television anymore. And I'm part of the political process. And I'm more ashamed of being in this political process this time than I was going to Leavenworth Federal Prison. I mean that. I felt better about myself because I see this crap going on, and we got a bunch of no good son bitches like me that were in prison. They had us all together. They got all these politicians all over this country. And see, I'm a convicted felon. I've got a title. These bastards got a title politician, which is worse than convicted felon, because when I'm in prison, I didn't affect anybody's life. My life was affected. That's because they said I made a mistake. I'm still going to argue that, but that's okay. That's water over the dam. That's 18 years ago. Let's talk about, I don't really care to talk about the past. I like to talk a little bit about the future. But these politicians, we really don't know who the politicians are and who the public servants are, because the politicians try to guise themselves as public servants. And now, election time, you're getting everything from everybody. Are you crazy? These son of a bitches will cut your grass, they'll kiss your ass, they'll give up their wives, some of them, to get a vote. And Bob Sprague, don't give up yours, because I think you would lose votes. Oh, Princess Patty. Jam. I can't go there. But aren't you people tired? Democrats, Republicans. And you good people, you're not really Democrats or Republicans. You're good people, hardworking, tax-paying people who just happen to signify more with the Democratic philosophy than you do with the Republican philosophy. But you notice they all want to make you strong Democrats or strong Republicans. Don't be strong nothing. Be a strong American. If you see some Democrat you want to vote for and you're Republican, then you feel their best, vote for them. Don't let the asswipe bastard organizational Democrats or the organizational Republicans tell you, the vast majority of people. Don't let them tell you how to vote. Be independent in your vote. Be independent in your life. Don't let politics ruin your life or run your life. These politicians they want you to be so loyal to the Democratic Party, so loyal to the Republican Party. Is either party loyal to you? Hell no, they're not. Look at the state level here. Look at the state level. You got Governor Rauner. You got Madigan. Now Rauner surprises the GOP, the grand old party, the Republican Party, with actions on birth control and abortion. Now a lot of the Republicans are saying that Rauner is a traitor. One group that supported him and some conservative lawmakers were befuddled by what Rauner did. One Republican, Thomas Morrison, said, "I'm still trying to digest." No, Rauner's no different than the rest of these son of a bitches. He's got his agenda. He's got his agenda like Madigan has his agenda. But now it seems like that Madigan has kind of pressured Rauner. And Governor Rauner, I don't care how much money you got. I don't give a damn how many billions of dollars you have. If you have no integrity, if you have no moral compass, you have nothing. And I would say that if you're a Democrat or Republican. And again, people say, "Hey, Romanik, you're running." I'm running on the Republican ticket. We had to hijack the Republican ticket because the asswipe, Doug Jamison, the head of the Republican Party in St. Clair County, couldn't get any candidates. They didn't want to be bothered by him, the idiot. And we didn't want the Democrats, the Democratic culture of corruption, to run unopposed. We did that to help everyone out, people. So I hope you all understand that. We don't give a damn about politics. We give a damn about public service to us, to you guys. So let's don't have Democrat and Republican this election. Let's have vote the person, not the party. But it appears that Rauner's kind of buckling to the Democrats. Governor, they're not going to support you next election. They're going to run Lisa Madigan. And at this point, the people of the state of Illinois aren't happy with either side. Now, a state representative candidate, Bob Romanik, running on the Republican ballot. I've got the nerve, and the guy got more guts than the packing house when it comes to this political bull crap, because I don't give a damn. Rauner's wrong. Madigan's wrong. The Democratic organization of the state of Illinois is wrong. And the Republican organization for the state of Illinois is wrong. These son of a bitches been over a year, people. And we elect these stupid son of a bitches, and we're paying them $100,000 a year, plus benefits, plus per diem, plus life insurance, health insurance, pensions. We're the ones that are stupid. It's not them. They're taking an advantage of our ignorance. And I don't want to piss you guys off, and I know you're not stupid. Stupid is just being stupid. You know something and you're still stupid and don't react to it. Being ignorant is really not knowing what's going on. And I think most of us are ignorant. We're intelligent people. We just don't know what the hell's going on. That's why we here at KQQZ and KZQZ, we give you the underbelly of this political crap. And I'm just tired. I get up in the morning, you read the paper, political crap. Watch TV, political crap, political crap. I can go in the bathroom and get enough crap. I don't need political crap. And I tell you, they smell worse than I do after I take a crap, after I've drank milk. And that ain't pretty. But these rotten son of a bitches put their suits and ties on and go up there and talk the talk. They can talk the talk all day long, people. They're not walking the walk. That's the Democrats or the Republicans. That's why the Freedom Coalition, the St. Clair County Freedom Coalition, and we've got calls in. People in Madison County want to know how to start a Freedom Coalition in Madison County, in St. Charles County, Missouri, in Jefferson County, Missouri, all over. People are starting to understand. It's vote the person, not the party. Let's get away from this party. This party politics have killed this great country of ours. Don't need to vote for some son of a bitch just because he says he's a Democrat or just because he says he's a Republican. Vote for the son of a bitch who says he's going to do something for you and your community, and then do it and not lie about it. Everybody's going to do everything. If you trace back the last 10, 12 elections every 4 years, what these candidates are going to do. They're going to do this. They're going to be less crime, more jobs, less this, less taxes. They've lied about everything. And not just the Democrats, the Republicans too. And now you got Rauner. He's going south. He's going south on some of the Republicans. I don't know if Rauner knows what the hell he's doing. I got a letter, and I'll segue right into it if I can find it. And I want to thank Larry from Shiloh. I agree with you, and thank everybody for all these emails. I wish we need to go to 2 hours, but hell, I give myself a headache after an hour. I don't know if I can stand myself for 2 hours. It says, run, Bob, run. Bob, good morning. 30-year veteran, Larry from Shiloh. I want to first and foremost, whether you agree with me or not, I want to salute you and every veteran for your service to our great country that gives me the opportunity to sit here and not go to jail for what I say. Well, usually in St. Clair County, we have different constitution than the United States. But he said, and if I ever met you and told you thank you for giving us a breath of fresh air and allowing us, your future constituents, to have a faint but positive outlook for St. Clair County in a once great state of Illinois, and you refuse to accept it, he said, I will turn and walk away from you. I told everyone about Rauner shaking my hand when I told him, hey, he says, hey, you're stirring up a lot of stink down here. I says, yeah, Governor, and it's going to get worse. And he pulled away from me because he didn't want to hear that. No, they don't want to hear what they don't want to hear. But, Larry, it wasn't a compliment when he said you were shaking things up. It would have been if he'd have sit there and talked to me more. But see, these guys don't want anybody going to think for themselves. They want to do your thinking for you. And it says here, ally yourself with like-minded folks who can help us in the fight in Springfield. Your independence is fine until it gets in the way of progress. Well, Larry, I got to disagree with you there, because there's no like-minded folks up there than Bob Romanik. There's not going to be any stupid son of a bitch crazier than Bob Romanik, because crazy what's going to have to change this world. Because being politically correct hasn't done it. Even being politically incorrect hasn't done it. Let's try politically insane. It's not going to hurt. It can't get any worse. I can't go up there and screw up things any more than it's screwed up, but I guarantee you, I'll put all those son of a bitches on notice, Democrats and Republicans. I'm not going to take this crap. But Larry from Shiloh, thank you very much. Thanks for the kind words. I appreciate that. It just pisses me off. We got a caller. Go ahead. Caller, you're on the dark side.
Yeah, Bob?
Yes, sir.
I just wanted to tell you, it would be an honor to get to meet you in person. I wish we had somebody like you in Madison County, but I wish you weren't running for the office that you were running for. I wish you was running for governor. I think you could straighten out this country. The first thing Rauner did when he talked about the state being broke was hire two people at over $200,000 a year that they don't even need. I just wish there was more people like you, and it would be an honor to get to meet you in person.
Well, Dave, hey, listen, thank you very much. No, the honor would be all mine. And I want to tell you, good people, I'm not a radio host. I'm not a celebrity. I'm a proud American. I'm an angry American who's proud to be behind this mic, speaking not for Bob Romanik. I speak for the vast majority of the people in this great country. They may not want to admit it because I am nuts, and maybe they don't want to be associated with nuts, but they have to agree with me. And Dave, thank you very much. I appreciate the compliment. Keep up the good work in Madison County. And the St. Clair County Freedom Coalition is going to have a meeting with some people in Madison County, because there's a lot of people in Madison County want to start a Madison County Freedom Coalition. They're going to start freedom coalitions in every county when it's all over. This is a patriotic movement. This is not a political party. Dave, thank you very much. We've got another caller. Go ahead, caller. You're on the dark side.
Yeah, hey, Bob. We're talking about public servants, so I wanted to make sure that you reminded everybody that the true public servant, Ed Cockrell, is having a fundraiser Wednesday, August the 10th at Cutter's Bar. He was going to come into the show himself and tell you, but his mother is ill, and so he's taking care of her. So I just wanted to make sure that we put that out, because we really need a true public servant like Ed at the county. And it's $75 a ticket, and I think that's a low price for such a good public servant to get him into the county.
And when's this going to be held, sir?
It's going to be Wednesday, August the 10th, from 6:30 to 9 p.m. at Cutter's Bar in Belleville.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much. Ed Cockrell is our candidate. Ed Cockrell's the guy that'll give you his personal phone number. Don't give a damn where you live. If he can help you, if he can help get your taxes reduced. Legally, of course. He don't want to screw the county, but he don't want us screwed along the way. Mr. Ed Cockrell's fundraiser next Wednesday, August the 10th at Cutters will be there. The Freedom Coalition supporting Ed Cockrell. We hope all you good people show up. But I with Dave, the call before, that brought that to light. Here's Governor Rauner. He's going to cut this and do this and do this, and he hires 2 or 3 people at a couple $100,000 a year. See, we forgot about that. What's good about this radio station, I can keep bringing it up, rehashing it day after day, and then people start understanding. When you read about an article or a situation one day in the paper, 3 days later, it's forgotten about. But see, Bob Romanik will not let you forget about it because we're going to harp on this political crap day in and day out. But anyway, Governor Rauner, they called the Illinois Family Institute executive director, called Rauner a traitor in a tweet. He's not what he claims to be. I don't think there's any of these politicians are what they claim to be. These asswipe son of a bitches, they're all a bunch of no-good bastards. I looked at the front page. I got the Belleville News Slimocrat out of the trash. Front page, top fold. Now we got all the terrorist activities going on. We even got this crap national election, which is important to us. But what is the Belleville News Slimocrat? And they haven't given me crap in the paper, so I want to give them some crap because I like the publicity. So News Slimocrat, give me some crap. I don't give a damn. Just spell my name right. After a hot, wet summer, it's time to reap your rewards. And it's got a picture of a pretty lady holding an apple, talking about peaches. The whole front page, top fold, and most of the bottom fold has to do with weather and peaches. Now, in this society of ours today, I think that should have been on the feature page, not on the front page. But that just shows you how asswipe these bastards are. And on the bottom fold, Caseyville Township trustees, they're trying to get a lawsuit to remove the supervisor, Bruce Canny. It's never going to happen. They're going to spend all this money. See, they're friends of Kern's. They're Kern. They've been drinking the Kern Kool-Aid. Now they want to spend the money in Caseyville Township, you hardworking taxpayers' money, to have a frivolous lawsuit. And at the end of the day, it's going to cost the taxpayers. And there's nothing going to be done before April of next year. All this is a ploy to get Bruce Canny some bad publicity. I think he's done a decent job. I think they're mad at him because he doesn't kiss Kern's ass. He doesn't kiss Barasivic and Sprague's ass. And that's kind of refreshing when you got a guy that don't have ass smell on his breath. But let me tell you what, you idiots, you trustees in Caseyville Township, you guys ought to be ashamed of yourself. You're taking taxpayers' money, and people remember that. It's not their money. If it was their money, they had to file the lawsuit with their money. They had to pay for all the filing fees. They wouldn't be doing this. But it's your money, the people of Caseyville Township. You need to get all over their ass. They know nothing's going to become of this. But they play that game, and they always play that game, people, with our money, not their money. I want to thank again Amy and Dave Baldwin for the nice letters and nice comments. Thank you very much. Where else we at? And we got to get to our public service. I want to say, you heard me yesterday. I challenged everyone to put up the money that we put up here at the radio station for the Back the Blue, the fundraiser in Granite City on Saturday, August the 6th from 1 to 3 p.m. They're going to have blue light, porch lights, and blue ribbons be given to all the attendees. They're going to meet the police officers, and the fundraiser is going to be for that Baldwin police officer who's paralyzed. And the only response we got I drove a $250 up to Granite City Police Department yesterday, and I got a call, not from the sheriff, but concerning the sheriff of Madison County. And I want to salute Madison County Sheriff Tom Lakin. Tom took my challenge. Sheriff of Madison County took my challenge. and he brought a $250 donation to the Granite City benefit for the wounded Baldwin police officer. I want to salute you, Sheriff Tom Lakin. And I got to say, back in the day when he was running against Hertz, I wasn't a friend to either one. I was a friend to somebody who was a friend to Hertz. And I give Tom Lakin a bunch of hell. And after learning about Sheriff Lakin, I shouldn't have done it. And I think I apologize, but if I didn't, this is like a 4-step alcoholic program. I want to apologize. Tom Lakin has done a great job as a Madison County Sheriff. Now, I said a great job, not a perfect job, because nobody's perfect. But Tom Lakin, I give him all kind of hell, and I probably shouldn't. But see, that's where I say Sheriff Lakin, and that's what why I respect Tom Gibbons, the Madison County State's Attorney. I give him hell. Hell, he was man enough to call up and give it right back. And see, if you give us some transparency, you politicians, I understand. I'm not after anybody except the ones who aren't transparent, the ones who won't talk, like Kern and Sprague and Barra Civic. You guys are paid to talk to us. We're your bosses. There's no place on any job in this world. No place on any job in this world where you can't talk and you don't have to talk to your bosses. You'd be fired in a minute. And I hope on November the 8th, there's a lot of political firing. We got another caller. Go ahead, caller. You're on the dark side.
Hello?
Yes.
Hi, my name's Lindsay, and I just wanted to say it first. My dad listens to your show all the time, and he's a huge supporter of you.
Hey, get him to a psychiatrist at your earliest convenience. But go ahead. Go ahead, Lindsay.
We're all mentally ill. I just want to say thank you for everything that you've done. And the guy that said that you should run for governor, you would be the best president that I've ever seen in my lifetime if you run for president. I know you hate the politics and you see it, but every day, if you're having a bad day, I put you on, and you can just light a room up with all your great comments. So I just wanted to say thank you.
Lindsay, thank you very much. And give me your address, because I will send you a check for I couldn't pay for that good of an endorsement. But, Lindsay, thank you, and thank your father very much. I appreciate the compliment.
So, you need it?
No, hell no, I don't. I ain't sending you a check. But come on. Hey, I'll tell you what, Lindsay. Yeah, you give me your address off the air. My board op will take it. I'm going to send you $100 to have dinner on me just because you're such a nice person, and I mean that. So
thank you. I appreciate that. If you ever need car parts, go to Taylor's Auto Salvage. He deals with the people in Wellston and Pagedale all the time, so he knows what you're talking about.
Okay. Hey, Lindsay, and thank you very much, honey. And I know you were just kidding, but I do. I want to take you to dinner, and I respect your family enough. You don't want to be seen with my ugly ass. So I'll get off stay on the phone. We'll get off the air. We're going to take a break. And I'm going to send you $100 so you can take you and your boyfriend or lady friend or any friend you got out to dinner. Lindsay, thank you very much. Stand by, honey.
All right, thank you, Grim Reaper.
Okay, we're gonna take a quick break. We'll be right back. This is Bob Romanik. The Grim Reaper of Radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM, America's bi-state voice of freedom, insane broadcasting, radical radio. And we are, seriously, people, we are very and always proud to be the Patriot. This is Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of Radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM. Simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM. Insane broadcasting at its finest. America's bi-state voice of freedom. Radical radio. And we are, as always, proud, very, very proud to be the Patriot. Let's take care of our housekeeping. And again, I want to salute and thank Madison County Sheriff Tom Lakin for meeting my challenge with the money for the fallen law enforcement officer in Baldwin. And I didn't hear anybody in St. Clair County. Where are you at? Asswipe, Kern, Sprague, Barra-Civic, the Chief Judge of the 20th Judicial Circuit. Where are all you rotten bastards at? I want to say hi to Mr. John Taylor. He's the owner of Taylor Auto Salvage, 6898 St. Charles Rock Road. I guess that's in the St. Louis area. John's a loyal listener. John, thank you very much. And you've got a beautiful, lovely daughter, you guys. And everybody out there, as always, thanks for taking the time to listen to my crap. I sincerely appreciate it. And last but not least, today I want to wish Linda Herzog from the Mascoutah area a very, very happy birthday. Personal friend of mine. I met her when she worked at Hoof and Paul Vet Clinic in Belleville, and I love her because she's a beautiful lady inside and out. She loves animals, and anybody that loves animals, I love. So, Linda Herzog, happy birthday to you. And Jerry Roush wants me to put a shout out and say thanks to all of our police officers. Jerry Roush from Mascoutah, thank you also, sir. Back the Blue, Saturday, August the 6th, from 1 to 3 p.m., the Granite City Police Department, located at 2330 Madison Avenue. They're going to have porch light bulbs, blue porch light bulbs, blue ribbons to be given out to the attendees. Going to have refreshments. So if you guys can get out there, please do. That's from 1 to 3 p.m. And if you have any questions or concerns, like to get involved or donate, you can call the good people at the Granite City Police Department, 618-876-9027. And I want to salute again all the Granite City police officers. And I just found out that Tom Gibbons' wife is a sergeant with the Granite City Police Department. I want to salute her. Those guys I was out there yesterday. Very, very good reception. Thank you guys very much. They said they appreciated what I did. I said, no, guys. I appreciate what you guys have done. And I'll tell you, and I'll tell every police officer, when I was a chief or when I was on the street, two things you have to remember. The two most important things is your job is number two. The second most important is protecting the public, protecting the people that you're sworn to serve. That's number two. Number one, and always the most important, get home to your family safely. That's number one. Because if you don't, you can't go out the next day and protect us. Go home to your families, because you may get crap out on the street from these asswipe bastards that say blue lives don't matter, that say kill the police, but you'll get nothing but love and respect from your family. Make it home. Make it home, guys and ladies. Law Enforcement Prayer and Appreciation Day. Please join Mount Olive Missionary Baptist Church in East St. Louis for honoring all our law enforcement officers and their families. That'll be held Sunday, August the 14th at Mount Olive Missionary Baptist Church. I want to thank the Reverend Carnell Brown Sr., the pastor, and also Deacon Dwayne Hines. If you have any questions or concerns, like to get involved, you can call Deacon Hines at 670-1965. The biggest indoor sale in Collinsville, indoor yard sale, will be held at the American Legion Post 365 in Collinsville, Illinois, located at 1022 Vandalia Street in Collinsville. You can get a table for $10 and sell your items. It's going to be August the 6th from 6 a.m. to 1 p.m. Reservations required. It's sponsored by the Ladies Auxiliary. You can contact our good friend Helen at 618-345-2508. And Marcia Zuska, thank you very much for all that information. Boy Scout Troop 661 having their barbecue August the 13th. Rain or shine from 10:30 a.m. to 7 p.m. at Overweist Ice Cream and Dairy Store located at 4590 Telegraph Road in South County. Going to have all the fixins, barbecue, bratwurst, hamburgers, hot dogs. So get out there, and we're going to try to make it over the radio station. I want to thank Bob Mentz, the director of Boy Scout Troop 661, for giving that information. A big thanks to all of you, as he's saying. I say no, a big thanks to anybody, any adult who takes the time out and works with our children to try to make our children a little bit better, a little bit more informed, a little bit better citizen of our country. I want to thank all you volunteers out there. Back the Blue barbecue luncheon, Saturday, August the 13th at the Smithton Firehouse, located at 711 North Main Street in Smithton. It's a barbecue lunch to serve all police officers and their families. Said public's welcome. Please come show your support. That'll be Saturday, August the 13th at the Smithton Firehouse. The Mascoutah Homecoming, their 90th annual homecoming. We want to salute them for their 90th annual homecoming. Coming up today, tomorrow and Sunday, August 5th, 6th, and 7th. It'll be at Chevy Park in Mascoutah. There'll be a big parade, a great big parade, one of the biggest I've ever seen. Will be both Saturday and Sunday at 5 p.m. The radio station will be there, all the political candidates. Well, maybe that'll keep you away. It's going to be a great time, tractor pull. They're going to have music. It's going to be Friday today, Saturday and Sunday with the parades Saturday and Sunday at 5 p.m. So if you guys can make it out, please do. Out there will be the St. Clair County 4-H Project Show. That'll be held on August 5th, 6th, and 7th, all 3 days also. It'll be the Agricultural Building. And as always, I want to thank Tim Evans, Dan Slimmett, and Tori Waller, and all the Booster Club members for their participation in helping our youth, the 4-H Boosters Club. Don't forget, you can pick me up on iTunes. Type in Bob Romanik and or the Grim Reaper Radio. You can go to our streaming site, insanebroadcasting.com. One word, common spelling for all the best of all three of our great radio stations. You can listen to my repeat performance every day, Monday through Friday at 4 o'clock p.m. And now broadcasting from the graveyard to the graveyard shift every night at the stroke of midnight. Please like us on Facebook, KQQZ 1190 AM or KZQZ 1430 AM. Go to my personal Facebook page, Fans of the Grim Reaper, where you'll get all the X-rated cartoons of political cartoons. They are X-rated, so anybody 16 or 18 and under, please don't go. You can also go to my political Facebook page. I don't know what's on it because I don't handle all that crap. I'm too ignorant. Bob Romanik for State Representative. Last but not least, always go and like the St. Clair County Freedom Coalition on Facebook. You'll get the best in all the political information. On this date, August the 5th, 1861, the United States Congress enacted the first income tax to help finance the Civil War. On this date, August the 5th, 1861 also, the United States Army abolished flogging as a means of punishment. I know guys who pay for that. On this date, August the 5th, 1891, the first traveler's checks were issued by American Express. On this date, August the 5th, 1917, the National Guard became a U.S. federal service. On this date, August the 5th, 1926, Houdini stayed in a coffin underwater for 1.5 hours. On this date, August the 5th, 1945, the atomic bomb dropped on Hiroshima. They said it was August the 6th in Japan, I guess making light of it. That's what happened on this date, August the 5th, throughout all these years in our world's history. I got some information here from our political consultant, Steve Denari. We want to thank him for that. From the Illinois Campaign for Political Reform, they sent all this stuff out. And this is all throughout the state of Illinois, telling about how much money was transferred over. But it's here, and this is for the state of Illinois. It goes through Chicago, Springfield, down southern Illinois. The honors for the highest earning county board chairman for this week goes to Mark Kern. Kern, the incumbent in St. Clair County, spent nearly, listen to me, people, 100. This is all documented by the Illinois Campaign for Political Reform. Kern spent over $100,000 on billboards, and that matching much on TV ads in the St. Louis area. Now, Kern's been the mayor of Belleville for 8 years, the county board chairman for 12, and now he's just got to get his name out there. Kern, you can't tell people anything about you that we don't already know, that I already haven't exposed. So save that $200,000. Take $100,000 of that money, TV money. I'll take $100,000 of my money. You take that $100,000 of your campaign money, and let's give it to the needy. Let's give it to the poor. Let's give it to the hungry, Kern. Something that you know nothing about, you ass white bastard. This son of a bitch is going to spend a fortune to get reelected. People, you got to understand, money is not going to count in this election. You guys know Mark Kern. Hell, I give him more publicity than anybody. He's not paying me. I get his name out there every day. You don't need to spend that money. Let's give it to a worthy cause, Kern. He says here, spend nearly $100,000, $200,000 on all his campaigning up to now, people, and it's 3 months off. Kern is running for re-election in November against Roger Cook, but his most outspoken political rival in recent years has been radio personality, and don't have much of a personality, radio personality Bob Romanik from KQQZ Radio. Romanik, a Republican candidate for state representative in the 114th district, paid for controversial billboards last year that showed Kern's head on a bikini model's body, and it's still up, and it says, Kern, and he's on a stripper pole. You might as well be a stripper because you've stripped all of us in St. Clair County of our hard-working tax dollars. Said Romanik's candidate committee currently shows over $2 million in cash on hand, and I got it. That's my money that I worked for, that I will donate most of that when the time comes to a good cause, not to a asswipe political cause. And Bob Romanik is completely self-funded, does not want any funding from anybody. This rather unique political rivalry has continued into the election cycle. Kern told the Belleville News Democrat he needs to spend money on ads to combat the airtime Cook has received on Romanik's show, in which Romanik is the Grim Reaper of radio. Kern, I'm going to give you just as much time, you asswipe son of a bitch, and I see all the in-kind contributions from his parents. What a no-good, rotten son of a bitch, going to take all the money that his parents worked hard for, I'm sure, and spend it on pictures of him on billboards.
Where's the dress? Where's the dress? Tell me where's the dress? Where's the dress?
Now, Mo, let's get on down to the store and get some lipstick and some rouge.
Where's the dress? Hey, Joe, why don't we do this thing up right and get some of them ostrich plumes?
You know,
where's the dress?
I was wondering if they made a pink pump in a size 12, Mo.
Where's the dress? You don't think
Hey, Kern, you idiot. I bet you how much money do you spend on dresses and nylons and pink underwear, Kern? I'm just asking. I don't know. Do you spend money? I'm just asking, Kern. Me and the people of St. Clair County, actually the people in this whole listening area, over 3.5 million people, we want to know where that money goes. But you asswipe son of a bitch, all your pictures on these billboards, all your pictures in the newspaper, all your pictures in these TV ads, not going to make you a better person because you don't have enough money. This government doesn't have enough money to make you a better person. And these ads aren't going to do nothing but expose you even more. Let's take that money, Kern. I'm challenging you. You take $100,000 of your advertising money. I'll take $100,000 of my personal money. And let's feed the hungry. Let's feed the less fortunate. Let's do something positive for the people of this country instead of doing something for you and your asswipe friends who drinking the Kern Kool-Aid, the 5%ers. I want to thank, let's see, what is this? This gentleman lives in Caseyville. Says it takes 7 weeks of my take-home pay to pay this year's property tax. He thinks it's really got out of hand. When he bought his house a few years back, taxes were $900. Now they're $2,100, people. I hope a big change is coming in this election. We need to have some tax cut for the average citizens. This guy says he pays over 50% of his salary in taxes. That's sales tax. I pay about 68%, people. Never, and I want to tell you, I'm a candidate. Never, ever will I vote. Ever, ever. You hear me? I'll put a bullet in my head if I ever vote for a tax increase if I'm elected state representative. And that ain't politically bullet, of course. That's a real bullet because I deserve to be dead. We can't have any more tax increases. That's hurting the hardworking taxpayers. And I pledge I will vote never to raise taxes, but I will vote every time and I will push to cut the expenses. If we cut the expenses and our cost at all state and local levels, we'll have the money to pay our bills. Then we can lower taxes, people. We're not going to be able to lower taxes until we stop this spending of all your money, not their money, of all your money, of all my money, of all the hardworking taxpayers' money. Let's don't have many bills. Let's lay off some of the family members. Bear Civic, 15 family members working at the county. Lonzo Greenwood, the father of my opposition in East St. Louis, he's got 15, 18, 20 members of his family on the payroll for School District 189. That's not his business. That's your business, the taxpayers. You hear me? I will never, ever, ever vote for a tax increase, but I will fight. I will fight to cut spending, and that's the only way. That's the only way we're going to be fiscally responsible, people. I'm not going to, and I will also pledge I will never, ever, ever hire a family member for any tax-supported situation. Never on any job will I ask or will I push for a family member? You've got my word on that. There are enough of you good people out there that are looking for jobs that pay taxes. There are enough of you people out there deserve the opportunity to work at a public job, a taxpayer's job. If you do your job, it's not happened up to now, people, but that's why we, the St. Clair County Freedom Coalition, and we, the people of this great state, of this great county, of this great country, we need to stop what's going on. We need to stop this political corruption, and we need to stop it soon before it stops us. This is Bob Romanik. The Grim Reaper of radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM, insane broadcasting, America's bi-state voice of freedom, radical radio, and we are, as always, proud, very, very proud to be the Patriot. This is Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM, insane broadcasting, America's bi-state voice of freedom, radical radio, and we are, as always, proud, very, very proud to be the Patriot. I want to thank the people that called the emails thanking me for helping get the registration notices sent back out. Hey, we fought. I've sent a letter to Springfield. We called the Secretary of State's office, and I give them hell. And I think I was part of it, but all of us together. Now, instead of, it's going to cost us $2 million, but it's going to save us $3 million because they got $5 million in fines. So that's another situation, people, where if we together, men, women, black, white, Democrats, and Republicans, all unite for a common cause, we can make a difference. And I just hope everybody comes out election time and votes. I don't give a damn. Vote for my opponent, but just come out. Let's let the majority of the people rule what we do. Let's don't let 5 or 10% because 90% are apathetic because they've been beat down. We've all been beat down. Let's get up and start beating these son of a bitches. I see in the paper, who was driving drunk? Is it bad? Mothers Against Driving thinks so. Anybody that's had a family member killed in an accident thinks so. But a Belleville native who lost her arm in a near-fatal accident is scheduled to be the featured speaker at a woman's fair sponsored by U.S. Congressman Mike Bost, Republican of Murfreesboro. And I'm going to get some heat for this, but I don't care. I feel compelled to say this. This lady, and I hate to see that she lost her arm. She was in an accident. She's going to talk about how bad it is, again, about driving drunk. And I think so. I haven't drank in 45 years because I know my limitations. And it's not with the car, it'd be with the gun on my limitations. But having said that, Congressman Bost and his lovely bride are going to sponsor this at the Carbondale Civic Center. But I got to say, it says the event is open to all Southern Illinois residents. Bost office says I'm a Southern Illinois resident. I may go there. You've got this Doug Jamison. You guys, he's the chairman, the big leader of the St. Clair County Republican Party. He's been charged with 2 DUIs in Sangamon County, Springfield, with domestic violence, with not paying $100,000 in child support. And I know the Republicans are all conservative, but Congressman Bost, he wears one of your shirts to every parade. He's in with your contingency at every parade. He's in with your people. He's talking good about you. He's supporting you. How hypocritical can you be, Congressman? And I don't want to get in a fight with you, but I feel compelled to say this. Why don't you and Governor Rauner, I know you guys don't like me because I tell it the way it is, but you're supporting Doug Jamison, the chairman of the St. Clair County Republican Party? How hypocritical can you guys be? Congressman Bost, you're sponsoring a fair, a woman's fair, Mothers Against Drunk Driving situation, talking about the bad, the evil of drunk driving, and you're supporting Doug Jamison, the St. Clair County Republican chairman? How hypocritical is that, Congressman Bost? How hypocritical is that, Governor Rauner? That's bull crap. You guys can't have it both ways. Congressman Bost, I would ask, and I think all the good people of St. Clair County would ask you and Governor Rauner to be decent and denounce this pathetic idiot, this Doug Jamison, the head of the St. Clair County Republican Party. Don't you and the governor, Congressman Bost, don't you guys be hypocrites. I thought you were decent people. We've had our differences with animals. I've sort of got over that, and I hope you have. But I got to say, and I know you're a Republican, and maybe I piss some Republicans off, but I don't care. You can't be a hypocrite no matter Democrat or Republican. And I think this hypocritical, Congressman Bost, and we would ask, I think the Mothers Against Drunk Driving and the Women Against Domestic Violence are talking about picking your office in Belleville. I don't believe that you support drunk drivers. I don't believe personally that you support domestic violence or not paying $100,000 in child support, having to have a court order. I don't believe you support somebody that had to get by court order, had to have a psychological exam. But Doug Jamison, the St. Clair County Republican chairman, is supporting you, and apparently you guys have his record. Apparently you're supporting him. And if you are, Congressman, there's nothing worse than being a hypocrite. Nothing worse than being a hypocrite. So I'm asking for you and Governor Rauner, we're going to send him this information. He's a Republican. And see, I'm an equal opportunity hater. If you're wrong and you're Democrat, I'm coming after you. If you're wrong and you're Republican, I'm coming after you. But I would ask, and I think the good people, and we've got call after call after call, Congressman Bost, that you guys denounce and get rid of Doug Jamison as your St. Clair County Republican chairman. Why do you think the Republicans in St. Clair County have never been successful? Because you got an asswipe like this Doug Jamison. Go to the Sangamon County Circuit Court, people. Get on the computer. Sangamon County Circuit Court in Springfield. Doug S. Jamison. Jameson. Jamison. Doug Jamison and Douglas Jamison. And this guy's a leader of the St. Clair County Republican Party. I'm asking one more time, Governor Rauner, Congressman Bost, denounce this man. Now, there's going to be a picnic and a parade in Mascoutah Saturday and Sunday. I'll bet you Jamison is there with the Bost shirt on. And Bost will be down in Southern Illinois talking about the bads of drunk driving. You can't have it both ways, Congressman. Do the right thing. Denounce this rotten bastard. Now with me, you don't like to be here when I'm cussing, so you don't come in until I get done and calm down. Our good friend, Mayor Carl Officer. Mayor, how the hell you doing?
Good morning, Bob. How you doing, buddy? I have one favor to ask.
Go right ahead. Well, I'm not shutting up, so you ain't getting that favor. So.
No, contraire. I figure since the lady called for you to, one guy called and wants you to run for governor. Well, you can't run for governor for 2 years, so you get elected this time to state representative. You run for governor 2 years from now. I'll be for you for governor. But then when you get ready to run for president, because that's what Lindsay asked for you to do, is to run for president, I only have one favor. I'm going to ask all your listeners to back me on this one. Can I be your vice presidential candidate?
Yeah, yes, you can.
Okay.
Yes, you can.
Because I get to stay in the free vice presidential house in Washington. And I can drive over to the White House and hang out with you.
You're making fun of it, but let me tell you, we're just as qualified or not any less qualified than these two asswipes, both Democrat and Republican.
2020. Bob for president, Carl for vice president. Yeah. I love it. I love it.
Well,
we'll get the crazy vote and the black vote. We'll have it locked up and all the dead vote.
I may have to do mine from Alton Mental Hospital.
That's all right.
Mayor, what else is going on in your world?
I really just stopped by here this morning. I was listening to you, and Ed Cockrell is having that fundraiser next week, and I really want to urge people to come out because I've got to know Ed over the last 5 to 6 years, and I've seen him make a difference with people's taxes. He can't cut your taxes, but he can show you how to save money on these ridiculously high taxes. And I've talked to Ed and another friend of mine on the St. Clair County Board from down in Freeburg. And I hope that we're going to be able to announce the first week in September a major program that's going to help every taxpayer in St. Clair County. If you pay your taxes in St. Clair County, you look for the St. Clair County Freedom Coalition to come for a program that you're going to love. That's all I'm going to say about it right now. But we're going to do it right after the Labor Day, and we're going to have a program that the St. Clair County Freedom Coalition, that is Bob Romanik and Catherine Ruocco, Roger Cook, Gary Cornwell, Amanda Ruocco, Dallas Cook, Ed Cockrell, Lanina Kaysen, and myself, we've got a plan for taxpayers. We're not talking about wasting your money. We're not talking about abusing your money. We're talking about giving you value for your money, and you're going to be shocked, you're going to be surprised, you're going to be pleased, you're going to be happy, and you're going to vote for the St. Clair County Freedom Coalition November the 8th, 2016. Thanks, Bob.
Mayor couldn't have said it any better, and we've talked off the record, and I like the concept, and it's more of, and I'll just give a little ploy out here, it's more of giving back to the community than taking from the community, and we'll let it at that. Hey, we got to go. Hope everybody has a good weekend. Listen, I fight Rick Stone. He's my ex-homicide department partner. I really don't dislike the guy. I just don't like his politics, and he's not running for coroner this time. They said he was feeling bad and may be in the hospital, and all I got to do is say, Rick, to you, Rick Stone, I think you were a rotten politician, but I think you were a great father, a good family man, and at one time a good friend of mine, and I wish you the best. Not politically, of course. I wish you the best health-wise. I hope you stick around another 30 years. Anything I can do to help that, you let me know, because to be honest, I like aggravating you. And even my worst enemy, I don't never wish them bad health. And I would if they had no family, no friends. But everybody's got a family to go home to. Everybody's got friends. So I don't wish any of my political enemies or my personal enemies bad health, because your family members aren't my enemies. You guys are. This is Bob Romanik. The Grim Reaper of radio, and you've been listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM, insane broadcasting at its finest, America's bi-state voice of freedom, radical radio, and we are, as always, proud, very, very proud to be the Patriot. See everybody Monday. Don't forget the Mascoutah Homecoming at Chevy Park, Saturday and Sunday. The radio station will be out there. The Freedom Coalition will be out there. We'll be fighting to expose this political corruption. We need your help, people. Men, women, black, white, Democrats, and Republicans. Don't let these asswipe, no good son of a bitches divide us. Let's all come together for a common cause to destroy this culture of corruption in St. Clair County, to make our lives, our children's lives, our grandchildren's lives better. Better, not politically, financially, educationally. Let's do something for our people. Let's don't let these politicians do something to us. So let's continue to unite to expose these asswipe, rotten, bastard, political, parasitic, and perverted punks, these low-life, bottom-feeding, no-count, rotten son of a bitches. And on November the 8th, 2016, all throughout this great country of ours, especially St. Clair County, let's rid the good people of this political cancer. Let's destroy the St. Clair County democratic culture of corruption. Destroy them once and for all. Politically, of course, right here on the dark side.
They're coming to take me away, ha-ha. They're coming to take me away, ho-ho, hee-hee, ha-ha. To the funny farm where life is beautiful.